Greetings and welcome, beautiful soul, light, star family. My divinity to yours. Thank you if you're new. Thank you if you're returning. Thank you for all your beautiful comments, your participation, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, and the unified effect that each and every one of you is having as a collective, personally and globally. I thank you and Spirit thanks you. I have received permission to channel Princess Catherine again, but through the Divine Spirit, not directly. Her energy will be brought through Divine Spirit. She is weak and fragile energetically. If you've been following my messages, you will understand, interpret very clearly what we've been bringing through, sharing, to understand what is going on behind the scenes. So therefore, I do not channel the energies directly. I go through Divine Spirit, which brings through the highest frequency and that which we need to know at any given time. So having received that permission, I bring through that energy through now. I'm already feeling exhausted as I feel the Spirit coming through. I ask each and every one of you to hold the frequency of love and light, to send lots of love and light to Princess Catherine, to the portal itself, and to me. I would appreciate that. I do feel it is very much needed at this time to carry the vibration and frequencies through. And I have received lots and lots of downloads between, and one of the very important ones was just before I started. Archangel Michael came through to say there is a little bit more that's coming through that I will be channeling and posting. It is important that if you haven't yet began the series, that you do share it, because every bit of light is needed from the clearing. I will be bringing through a message that will be for the planet in a separate reading, but before that I am asked to do an urgent reading on slaying the demons, specifically titled Slaying the Demons, and that will be through Archangel Michael. And it is requested very humbly from Spirit that each and every one of you join when this reading is posted at your convenience, to be very much part of what is required on a planetary collective effort from humanity. Right? So, Divine Spirit, let us get into the reading. Please bring through the energies for our beautiful Princess Catherine. Since this video has come out, there's been a lot of energies that do not align with the frequencies, me personally and many others that do feel. We are receiving ridicule as well, which is normal, and our first card out is Judgment. So as you can see, we have Judgment straight away. So this talks about us being judged, understanding the awakened ones, the awakening ones that understand what is going on, what we've been talking about, and the judgment that is coming through from others that are shaming, blaming, naming. The universe says, do not focus on their judgment. It does not matter. They will judge from a lower vibration. They will judge from a space that does not make sense, that does not vibrate with the current energies. They're still very trapped They held in their energies or frequencies of not wanting to see anything larger than what is being presented. The transformation has taken, with the butterflies, the transformation has been done and taken on those that are awake. And it is those, and each and every one of you, that will be holding this light for the greater justice. Show us what else. Give us a feel of what is taking place, what is going on. I saw the Four of Coins trying to come out, which is holding on to the truth, the information, not wanting to bring it out. What else? The Six of Swords. Sorry, why do I say Six of Swords, Spirit? It's a Six of Wands. Because it is part of the Six of Swords. It's the brutality and the cruelty that has brought somebody a great victory, an achievement. They are feeling very proud at what it was presented. They're standing very tall and firm and proud of this very new piece of innovation that they've brought through. And it seems to be growing over the heads of the masses as a reality. All right? Because what is happening is there are those that are believing it. You see these leaves? Spirit says focus on the crown of leaves, the wreath around her head as leaves. That is what they are sprouting. New ideas of belief, new ideas of trust. And there will be those that disagree with it, because we know that those are not real. Those are, Spirit says, they're not organic, they're not real, do not believe it. What else? Show us what else. The King of Cups. Your hearts are being played with. Emotions are being played with. Humanity is being played with. You are being emotionally fooled into responding sympathetically and sadly for what is taking place, because it is being presented to you by everybody higher up, even the king. Well, this is the king card, but what we're saying is now the king has suddenly come out to offer sympathy, and it's also a distraction for you, for those that do not understand fully. Spirit is saying, why do it now when you've had several months in which to do it? To voice your concern, your care. Why do it now after this particular presentation? Think about it, people. It is not what it seems to be. It is not what it seems to be. All right, I'm being told not to block that, so let's leave that there. The Sun. They're expecting you all to be very happy with what they've done. They're expecting it all to go away and be cheerful. And the end, you know, leave them alone, let them be happy, let it all just settle down, and it's quite an achievement. It's brought them great joy to feel the support that they are receiving and fooling everyone at the bottom. Well, not everyone, but that's in their head. Right, so let's just try to get this. This is something I've had to get to help you all see the cards, and of course this one's not standing. Oh well, it's not because it's tilting. It does not want to stand because that is not the truth, and it's not the truth that is standing, if you understand what we're saying. It is not meant to stand upright. It is wavering. It is untruth. Your eyes are blocked. You're being fooled. There's many games being played out, and those that are sleeping, those that are wearing blinkers, those that are wearing blindfolds need to take them off. Right? And we've said this many times. We are asking you please to see the light of day. Let's just get a few more of these to see the light of day. What else? Six of Cups. It's about the children. They're using us as a couple, she says. William beside me. Do you see him beside me? This is false narrative. Six of Cups is about the children, using the children to say, we are trying to cope, and my family and I are trying to cope. It is false. He does not sit beside me. He is not with me. We have the Hierophant, which is the truth from the higher energies, the High Priest, the godly, holy, Christed energy saying, if it were true, but it is not. There is a divide. There is a divide. So what do you want me to do, Spirit? Do I take them all three? Yes, you must. It is part of what we're explaining. It is a divide. And can you see the children here in this card speaks of using the children as a means to gain public empathy, sympathy, sorrow, worry, concern, comfort, etc., etc. Well, that just refuses to stand up. Can you see? That just refuses to stand up upright. I won't place this on anymore. I will place that on the table. Well, we had that and we had that. Is there anything else from this deck to give us a feel of what is going on with this particular presentation, this release, this video? Five of Cups, great sadness, grief, mourning. I am deeply sad by the extent, by the amount of effort being put to portray me falsely. And there are many in the world that are deeply saddened too, for they are able to see what is taking place behind the scenes. I want you to look at this light. For all of this emotion, the light is behind that, and some of you are seeing behind the scenes. And I am deeply sad. It is not a moving experience for me. What else? The Hangman at the bottom. It is all part of the delay, the tactic to keep you stuck, asleep, hanging, and worried. While they are utilizing my energy as the star of the show to save themselves. This is not me. I have said it before. It is not me. You are being fooled. Is there anything else before I change the deck? The King of Swords. This is the truth, the untruth, that they are affirmative about bringing to you. It is not the truth, it is the untruth. And I ask you to continue to pray for the truth. It is dark truth. Spirit says it is dark truth. There is no dark truth in reality, but what we are saying, it is dark truth. Because there is some truth in the matter that will later be announced, but it comes from the dark truth. For example, if someone is no longer or something is no longer, the truth is you will announce that it is no longer, but you will not speak the truth about how that came about. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not as it seems. It's not as it seems. We have the Emperor underneath that, which shows you the might and the power of control to control the situation for as long as they're able to. And they're sticking by it because you are believing it. And as long as you believe it, they will give you what you want. And that is how oppression, suppression has always been your humanity's greatest depression. This is just a supporting card to show you. Well, Spirit says take it. Alright, we leave it here. Let's move on to another deck. At the bottom is the Three of Swords. As I turned over this deck to put it away, this is what I see. The heart has stopped beating. The heart is bled to death. Literally, figuratively, however that resonates. This is a familiar card to the group, to these readings. For I still stand by of all the pain for someone else's gain. Queen of Cups. I am the queen of biggest emotion right now, the greatest sadness. My heart overflows with grief. if you saw the candle flickering the way it has, I always take it as a divine response to show you the intensity of what Spirit is saying. Rise above this. I am deeply wounded in spirit, body, the Empress card which has fallen out of the deck, and we have the Emperor, who was a supporting card to the King of Swords. Right, just to, if it does want to come out, it will. There's obviously a hand-in-glove situation of everyone high up there that's working in this very common denominator. It's very common energy of, when I say common, there's your Emperor again. So, and that's how strong it is. Everybody working for the common goal. That's what we meant by denominator. Everybody's working for the common purpose. They're all in it together. They know about it. They're in it together. Nobody is in the dark if they're in the same place. They all know about it. And it is getting bigger. It will get even bigger. So watch your news. We have said to you, watch your news, but because lots of news will be coming out. Lots of different little things of distraction. Use your discernment. At the bottom of that, we had the Queen of Swords, which again is royalty taking action to bring together what they need to execute. We have the Hangman here, which is the supporting card from the previous deck, showing exactly what you all are being hung into untruth, not seeing anything for what it is. And today I feel a bit angered, not in a negative way, but in a very distant way. For how long will this go on? The Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Now this is very important because in the card before this one, there was the Six of Cups. We have here the Six of Wands, which was interpreted first as the Six of Swords, because that was the battle where one had to win for 5 to lose, metaphorically, but life was lost, or a surrender took place, in which for this Six of Swords energy to come about. But what we're pointing out here is all the sixes in numeracy. We have the Pentacles, we have the Wands, we have 2 Wands, because this is a Six of Wands, showing you how victorious they are feeling by what they've presented to keep you all quiet. Right. Using the children in the Six of Cups in part of this equation, and they very well know that if my energy had to come forth to use the children, you will oblige. So this is a great victory for them, to balance their scales, to buy time. Six of Pentacles is charity, give and receive. So what are they giving you and what are they getting back from you? What are you taking in and what are you giving back? All you're doing is allowing yourself or selves to be depleted into their belief, to allow them to win time and time again. All the sixes. So be conscious of the number 6. Be very conscious of the number 6. 6 days, 6 hours, on the 6th, 6 times. Start keeping track of numeracy. May I have one more, please? The Wheel of Fortune. We have the Queen of Swords at the bottom, hiding the truth. Usually it is speaking the truth, but of course they're not speaking the truth, they're hiding the truth. This is their Wheel of Fortune, this is their double victory. And many of the people on this earth have given them that victory through sympathy, through support. I wonder how and when will everybody really put the effort in waking up and seeing what is happening in your world and how your world's fortune is being taken away right in front of your eyes. And how fortunate it has been for them to do so, while you're very unfortunate in not understanding what they're doing. And the victory card is sitting in this section where we have the King, the Emperor, the Six of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Wheel, showing you how strong they are in deceiving you by using the children to gain your sympathy for this victory. All high royal cards, power cards. So show us, what else can we expect, or what else is happening? The Ten of Swords. Now I want to say to you that I am using a different deck. And I did that specifically with Spirit's permission, but I said today I want to use a different deck. And I want to see what is new and what will be different that will come out, because the decks we've been using, the cards we've been using, Spirit says use the same cards, they're carrying a vibration. There's a build-up of energy and we need that to be reflecting. We need our viewers, our readers, our supporters of light, those that are united for change, to understand that the truth cannot change. So I said, fine, we know that. But can I please change the deck? Will not change it completely because I brought in the 2. Please, can I use 2 different decks? Or 3 different decks? Yes, go ahead, do it. There you have it. The Ten of Swords is back. Death. Can you see that? The sword has been placed strategically in the body, in every single part, to restrict movement or to put out major arteries. A complete death. Can you see that? Let me hold it a little bit closer. Can you see in the dark? All you see clearly is the owl's eyes. For God is watching everything taking place in the dark. And this looks like, oh well, these are the The tops of the sword, I thought they were eyes on the tree. They're not. This is a sunset energy, a dusking energy. This happened. Or decided in the very late afternoon. I do not know if this took place in the late afternoon for sure, but I'm feeling here that Spirit is saying it was a sunset or sun setting, that this victory was achieved, decided and achieved. It was a late afternoon or an early evening or some part between very little light to darkness, a fading away energy, a shadowy energy. But the swords are very clear because there was clarity. Now look at that flame. Look at that flame. Can you see it? As I said that, right? And I'm not moving my hands all over to create energy movement in the air that the flame needs to react. It is my voice. That is the truth of the matter. So those that come on the channel and want to ridicule, please, it is in your best interest not to accrue any karmic activity with the channel or the supporters or with Spirit. It is best that you do not watch, right? Because the truth will not change. It is what it is. What else? A lot, as always. Three of Pentacles. The planning, the plotting, the scripting, the formula being done, the collaboration and the network that is taking place in the dark behind the scenes that you do not know about to bring about this equation. It continues. Can you see that? Can you see that? Right? That is what is happening. And that is a very worried face. We had that card come out. Can you see what this card is? It's the Death card. I did say I feel angry. Can you see the anger in the energy, the rage, the temper, the fire? This is how I feel today, as if I do not even want to speak to anyone, because I am so angry. My heart is bleeding. Look at the eyes of the horse. It is red. Have you ever seen a horse's eye red? Never. Why is it red? Because I'm angry. And this is all negative. That was plotted to give that. Is it very clear now? Can you see it? That was the plot, and it still goes on for that. And there is no excuse to say, oh, she is using the same decks, because she said she could hear it, that's what she was getting in from some of the subscribers or the viewers, that please can we change the deck, let's get a different deck, let's use some other energy, a different energy. I said, well, it's not changing anything. Of course we know that, but let's try. Let's calm the minds that are consistently, continually questioning and doubting. Well, it's as clear as day and night. This is the dark. The Queen of Swords had come out before that to show you. We had the Queen of Swords show up as a supporting card earlier. That is the truth that is hidden from the world, turning their back on giving you the truth and sitting high up in glory. And that is me, waiting for justice, hopeful that each and every one of you will bring it about through your prayer, your voice, your unity, your collaboration, your understanding, your love, your compassion, your kindness, and holding the truth. I do understand that many of you are confused by whether I'm here or not here. There is a body and a spirit or soul disconnect. Those were specific words given to this channel. And if you are wise enough, you will interpret that. A body that is still present, but disconnected from its spirit. And that is what many are connecting to as part of life. But there's a spirit disconnect. That does not give proof of life, does it? That is why all of this is being contrived and presented to you fruitfully to believe that that is me. But can you see me looking happy about what is taking place? Not at all. There are far too many players in front of me presenting a false image for what is the truth behind those castle walls and doors. Do I take this, Spirit? Yes, you should. Do I take this? Well, you can leave it attached as part of that. Show us what else. Page of Cups try to come out. We have the Star again. We have the Star, and underneath that was the Hermit, to talk about bringing the truth out. What is the Star about, Spirit? Tell us. We've got a double message here. We have a star already. So what is the Star about? It's about each and every one of you coming together on this channel. The Star comes from here. And it is many of you that will stay in which to continue the work that is needed. And there is a greater purpose for you, apart from the fact that we all want to know what is happening. And what is happening or what has happened may not always be necessary for each and every one to know in detail, for you will never know the details. We watch over everything from the stars. And we ask you to connect with us on a high vibration and bring that energy down to earth so that the light can break free. That is what we are saying here. There is a call for unity consciousness through this channel. Some of you are awake, and we do not like to say that many are asleep, but you are. And we say that with love and light because we want you to wake up. We want you to take off your blindfolds and see the light. See the light. Right? It is the end. I want you to watch. This hermit is standing at the end of an iceberg. Not an iceberg. Well, there's icebergs behind. Lots of snow. But it is capped on a cliff. Snow-capped cliffs. Oh, that's what it is. But we say iceberg because that's what your world feels like right now. Cold and negative. And we are asking you to bring the light. We are asking you to shine the light. And how will you do that? By joining other like-minded people. By joining communities of light, families of light, by being who you are authentically, so that we can bring the justice. You want the justice, don't you? Not just particularly for this, but for every other deed. We are bringing you the justice, but it is slow. We are asking each and every one of you, please, to pray for justice. We have asked the one that speaks to send a call for justice, and she has. Please heed the call. Can you tell us a little bit about what can we expect from here? We're talking about asking for information, news that will come, or where to from here after this presentation. The Lovers. All right. What else? What is that about? A new love, a new somebody, new introduction. It is setting a platform for something else to happen. Something that some of you know, Knight of Wands, so there's action being taken for that particular activity. What else? Six of Wands again, the victory. Okay, I see the Ace of Pentacles, a second time in the shuffle, at the bottom, which is about a large sum of money. This has to do with money. So, one female in spirit and a brand new relationship taking place. So the stage is being set for a new scene. For a new replacement. We have the Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. Keep saying swords, because there is sword energy. There was a cutting off, an ending, a slicing, a separating, a striking for this action to take place. The Knight of Wands is a fast-moving horse. I'm exhausted, people. I'm so tired. This will happen unexpectedly, very quickly. I want you to look at this. This is a sunset, and there's a shadowy energy on the other side. The grass is green, and here we have what feels like water. So there are two different energies playing out at the same time. A very emotional one that's ending, and one where the grass is green to bring this, this is that coming in, Spirit says. And that is the ending. We have the Six of Wands again. We have it 3 times on the table. We have it here. We have it in this card here. And we have it here. So this is a great victory and accomplishment for someone. This is also a step up in position. A jubilation, a celebration, a coronation. These 3 particular energies will be playing out almost simultaneously. Become aware when this starts taking place. Is there anything else from here? I do want to choose another deck. The Temperance. We have the 8 of Wands at the bottom, which is fast-moving energy, information and news coming in, things falling into place for the light, not just the dark. This is an energy of coming from the heavens to earth, coming from above to earth. So action is being actioned. Judgment and justice. We are helping you at the speed we're able to. It is quick, but it is not quick enough. We ask each and every one of you to be the new rainbows, the hope, the understanding, and to continue to be a little bit patient, for we are doing our best, and we can only do our best as your free will plays out. But we are here on your planet, helping with this clearing and this mess that has taken place for a long, long time. And these great sacrifices are all part of that mess. There will be delays, not on our part, but there will be. So we ask you to hold steady and firm and trust us that there is a rainbow, there is light. From this deck, I ask you to please tell us a little bit more about your vibration. What is your energy dealing with? How are we able to understand what you are or have gone through? It is quite a tough question for me to ask, but show us or tell us how, what. Or any information you wish to share relative to your experience. Cetri. This is the Ace of Swords, which is about truth. Inflames men with women's love and women with men's love, causes them to show themselves naked if desired. So these are acts of separate gender and the same gender. These are dark acts of sexuality and fantasy, of what is taking place. Not necessarily me involved with these dark acts, but these are dark acts that are taking place as ritualistic energy behind for power and control. So I think she's giving us some information behind the scenes. I have Vipula. Makes one skilled in labor and craft, increasing knowledge of philosophy and science. So this is something that's being perfected. This is taking place for a long time. This is perfecting an art to carry on these deeds, to continue this dark craft. I do feel she's building a story here, with the energies building up a story. Show me what else. What else is going on behind, or that's happened to you? Show us. Rabbis answers questions about the past, present, and future. Gives dignities, grants the favor of friends and foes, and faithful servant. So everything that's taken place over timelines, past, present, and that will continue if it does, gives dignities, meaning it gives power, it gives definition, it gives stature, it grants the favors of friends and foes. It is a group where we help one another to gain power for this particular favor or that. And even the enemy becomes your friend. The dark, faithful servants are obedient. Innocent people are being made obedient to help carry out these acts. And it continues. It continues. It's a networking of a very dark system that has, for eons of time, continued its practice to strengthen, to lengthen, to maintain, to sustain its group, its circle, its life, its existence. Well, this was representing the world. So it's showing you how this power and this craft and the skill of doing what they've been doing for as long has controlled the world for such a length of time. What else? Something tried to jump. I didn't get to see it. As I hold this deck, it is so heavy. Argenti makes one wise and teaches everything, can turn any metal into gold, transmutes water into wine. Magic, dark magic. The powers of the dark that are teaching this particular skill and have the ability to create anything and everything from light to dark, dark to light, to transform energy right in front of your eyes. The practice of ritual, of potion, of formula. And that is the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, which is showing you money being used for the wrong reason with feminine power, feminine energy. So sacrifice of feminine energy. The Queen of Pentacles is Princess Catherine's energy. Vine. Builds towers or destroys stone walls, causes rough waters, finds witches. Strength. Yes, strength comes from building these towers and hiding behind them, causing turbulence below with all the witchcraft that is being used. These heightened, volatile energies of power and strength come from these potions that allow them to charge forward, to move ahead, undefeated. Drinking the wine of power and strength. Show us a little bit more about what exactly you've gone through. I know you're exhausted. We have shacks. The Four of Cups. Steals or fetches anything requested, including money and horses. Reveals secret things, brings questionable familiars. Theft. By instruction, by destruction, including money, horses representing animal or life. Look how that flame has risen. Showing how the energy towers and grows and builds and hides behind all this theft and deceit and negativity. Steals, trafficking. This is an energy of theft and trafficking and taking what is not yours forcefully. Secret things. So all of this has been happening, and clearly she's been in awareness of it. Give me 2 or 3 more, please, and then we shall close off. Is there anything else? Moloch, the devil, makes one worse off than ever before, tricks mortals into being bound, except child sacrifice. The dark, we just said trafficking, so clearly for great sacrifice, for dark deeds, for harvesting, energy of youth and innocence, for sustenance and power. Tricks mortals. Humans are being tricked. That just fell out of my hand, and you saw that. Unintently showing you how this has been taking place right in front of your eyes on the ground. Unnoticed, unsuspected, unsuspecting. Is there anything else? There's a lot. Alright, we can't take it all, but I'll take the one that's turned over. Asmodeus makes men fly into passionate rage and desire and destroys the happiness of married couples, wastes the beauty of virgins, reveals the future. Exploitation of feminine energy through various acts. For the dark, men fly with passionate rage. Why? Because they get so animalistic and enraged with sexual power and emotion and desire that it destroys married couples because of the lust it draws, the negative, dark, evil desire of the devil energy. And it becomes their ambition, their craving of success. Any final message? Any final message? Gramarye procures the love of a woman of any age, tells where treasures are hidden, tells of the past, the present, and the future. Procures the love of a woman of any age. This has a lot to do about feminine energy, feminine abuse, feminine sacrifice, feminine ritual, luring one to believe there is goodness, treasure. Procures the love of a woman of any age. Literally tricks the feminine energy into believing it is love. The Empress energy. This is meant to nurture. Divine feminine energy abused. like her energy was used and abused. I did ask before we started if I could bring through any message from this particular deck. So we can just take a few moments to give us 1 or 2 messages from here. If not, we do understand that you're exhausted. Well, I'm not sure what tried to jump. I tried to see, but I can't. Is there any messages from this particular deck that you wish to share in closing? Well, there are cards trying to come out, but it's as if courtship, number 4, that's relationship. So there's a brand new energy of a relationship or a courtship that might come on the scene, but we have seen that already. What is this? Privileged lady, that's 12. A new courtship is replacing that one. Someone else chooses to be a privileged lady. We've already seen the Lover's energy come out as well. Is there anything else? I'll take 1 more and we can close. Journey, the train. It's been a, oh, there we go, cards are just falling from my hand. It has been a journey in the making, a very long one actually, or going on for long. It could be 10 years. And it is waiting to come into motion, into being, into announcement, into reality. This is about that, to replace that. Because in numerical order, that is how it will go. But that's not how it came out. Because this was happening behind the scenes. So it was put at the end. But that is how the journey was taking place. And we shall leave it here. We will revisit the energy in a couple of days, or as we're guided to. Please be on the lookout for a channeling coming in a day or 2 about slaying the demons, and I wish that each and every one of you will partake of it and help us to clear the planet of all this dark, negative entities and energies, so that we can see the light of day and save the children, save the women, and save all those that are fast asleep. And wake them up, shake them up. I will be channeling more royal energies, but I do not know which ones first. There are a few that I have presented to the divine. I'm just waiting for the order in which I need to bring them. So please continue to do your Archangel Michael clearing, because you are needed to be in your clear, refreshed and aligned self in which to help the shift in consciousness. And your contribution is very needed, for as we've said before, you are all reincarnated beings, and you have asked these questions in the past. Not much change could take place, but you have come now for this change. And if you keep questioning and asking and waiting and wanting, it will not happen. Take the effort, make the effort, and let us break this darkness. And I love and leave each and every one of you. My blessings, our love, are with you always, in all ways. And we bless. Until next, Namaste.